Yes, Haruka, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Yes. So let's wait for your classmates, Haruka, okay? Yep. But please get your book open to page 79. That's our topic this afternoon. Let's wait for your classmates because you're only one. How's your test, Haruka? How's your test?
Midterm test.
Yes, midterm test. Okay, of course. Very good. And I hope your classmates did it correct also, okay? So let's wait for them. Oh, Ode is joining. Hello, Ode. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Will you please get your book, Ode? And open to page 79. Okay. So let's wait for another minute, 1 minute. There are only 2. By the way, I will going to discuss to you this afternoon about the past perfect tense. Okay, so we're done with the present perfect, right, Haruka? We're done with the present perfect. Okay, can you still remember what is the structure for present perfect tense, Haruka?
Present perfect.
Yes, what is the structure? The subject
Subject
plus
plus has, have,
okay,
verb
and
be.
okay, very good. Verb 3 or the past participle. Okay, so when are we going to use has? Ode, can you still remember? When are we going to use has? In present perfect tense. If the subject is, Ode, has, H-A-S. If the subject is singular or plural?
Singular.
Okay, very good. If the subject is singular, very good. And Grace, good afternoon, Grace. Where are you? Okay, because we use have, H-A-V-E, if our subject is plural. And of course, the pronouns that we're going to use for have, we, they, and you and I. I is considered as plural, okay? And for has, the pronouns are he, she, and it, okay? Grace and Baikao, good afternoon. So I think we have to start our topic. Okay, again, our topic this afternoon is past perfect tense. This is very easy to understand and to remember, okay? Because in present perfect, the structure is the subject plus has or have. It depends upon your subject, if it's singular or plural. And of course, the verb 3, which is the past participle. And if we are talking about the past perfect, okay, you are going to remember the word had, H-A-D, plus the verb 3, the past participle. Okay. So what is the past perfect tense? Ode, will you please read?
The past perfect tense is talking about something that happened before something else.
Okay, the past perfect tense is talking about something that happened before something else. So we have here the illustration of, look at the illustration, earlier past, and we have the past and now. So we have two past, something happened, the earlier past and the past. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, I have here an example. The film had started before we arrived. Okay, these are both past, right, Haruka? These are both past, happened already. So the earlier past here is the film had started. Okay, and the past is, okay, this is the earlier past, and the past is we arrived. Okay, in using past perfect tense, you can have before. Okay, the first past is with past perfect, had started, and the past here, we arrived, is the past simple. Okay, we arrived. Okay, this is a past simple. So we have this one. I went out after I'd done my homework. You can use this in English grammar, apostrophe D. It stands for had, H-A-D. So here, this is the past because it is the past simple, right? I went out. And then the past perfect tense is, the earlier past is here, this one, I've done my homework. Can you follow? Okay, this is how you will going to make a sentence using the past perfect tense. Okay, let's continue. For more information, I have here, we form the past perfect with had or hadn't plus the past participle. Okay, so look at this one. With had, hadn't is had not. So we are going to use hadn't. And of course, the verb 3, the past participle. We use the past perfect to talk about the event that happened. Okay, again, that happened before another event in the past. Remember, there are two past, or the events happened in the past, two. Okay. So I have here, when the policeman arrived at the house, the burglar had escaped. Burglar are the criminals. Okay. So again, we have here, the policeman arrived. Okay. So what is the earlier past here? Haruka, what is the earlier past?
The burglar had escaped.
Come again? Okay, very good, because we have here had. Okay, and the past is when the policeman arrived at the house. Okay, very good. This one, okay, O'Day. I was sure I hadn't met him before. What is the earlier past here?
I
Remember?
didn't meet him before.
Okay, very good, O'Day. And the past is I was sure. Okay, very good. This one by Cow. Hello, by Cow. By Cow. You're only 3 students.
Yes.
Okay. The sentence is, had she already left the house when you phoned? This one is, of course, in past perfect. Okay, will you please help Haruka Baikaw? What is the earlier past here? This is a question, Haruka.
Oh,
Had she already?
left the house?
Okay, this is the earlier past. Had she already left the house? And the past is when you phoned. Okay. So here are some of the examples of the past perfect tense. Okay, we have here the positive. She had finished the test. Of course, the past perfect here is had finished, right? And for negative, we have the structure is subject plus had not or hadn't plus the past participle. She hadn't finished the test. Okay, it's very easy, right? Because you only have had and the past participle. And the third one is the interrogative sentence or the question. Had plus the subject plus the past participle. Had she finished the test? Okay. So here we have here the subject. Okay. In using the past perfect tense, you will not change, unlike in present perfect tense, you are going to change. It depends upon your subject. You are going to change the what? Has or have, right? But in past perfect tense, look at this one. The subjects are I, he, she, it, you, we, and they. You don't have to change this one. Had or hadn't, it's the same. And the verb 3 or the past participle is the same also. Okay, no matter what is your subject, you will not change anything in your sentence. Okay. So Baikaw, can you give me a sentence using the past perfect here? I want to emphasize the usage of had or hadn't and the verb 3, the past participle. Baikaw? Baikaw, are you there, Baikaw?
Baikaw go to the toilet.
Yes? Come again?
Baikaw go to the toilet.
Okay. So can you give me a sentence using, okay, we have here, or you can read my example here. I had
Work.
Okay, I had worked, he had worked, she had worked, it had worked. Okay, it will not change. And same as hadn't. I hadn't worked, he hadn't worked, she hadn't worked, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's have this. The positive sentences, will you please read number 1 or the first sentence, Haruka?
I went there after I had completed the
The
task.
task. Okay, so we have here had completed. Okay, this is the past perfect tense. And O'Day, will you please read second sentence?
She had come late to the school.
She had come late to the school. And for number 3, she had done her homework, so she was happy. Okay, that is the positive and negative. Baikaw, will you please read negative sentences? Hi, Baikaw. Okay, Baikaw is not there. Haruka, will you please read? They hadn't?
They hadn't been married when I was born.
Okay, they hadn't been married when I was born. So it is for had not. Okay, had not or hadn't. Until he went to England, he hadn't spoken English. Okay, again, we are going to use the past participle. And the last one is you hadn't studied hard. Okay, studied is the past participle of study. Okay, so Grace is there already. Grace, are you ready? Okay, will you please read the question sentences, Grace?
Had they been married when I was born?
Okay, second one.
Had he spoken English until he went to England?
And number 3 or the
Has she
third.
done her homework?
Okay, this is how you are going to make a question if you are using the past perfect tense. Okay, so I hope you understand our lesson. Okay, this is your activity. Will you please get your book and we are going to answer this. Can you get a piece of paper and you're going to write your answers here. It depends upon what is your answer, okay? I will not give you the answers because it's up to you. It's up to you. You have to answer this. Okay, let's say that, okay, by the time you arrive at school this morning, let's assume that you went to school this morning, okay? Which of these things had you done? Okay, write sentences. Our example here for number 1, have a shower. This is our phrasal verb. Okay, remember phrasal verb, have a shower. So our example is I had a shower because we're talking about the past perfect tense, right? Or I hadn't had a shower. Okay, for number 2, what is your answer? Had or hadn't, it's up to you. Have breakfast, Grace. Hello, Grace. Okay.
I had breakfast.
Okay, I had breakfast. Very good. How about you, O'Day? Is that your answer is the same? You had your breakfast? Okay, of course. Everyone should eat breakfast before going to school. Okay, for number 3, by cow. For number 3, watch TV. Watch TV.
แม่เข้า go to toilet.
Okay. So Haruka, will you please make a sentence for number 3? Watch TV. So what will be your sentence?
I hadn't watched
I hadn't watched TV. Okay. So how about you, O'Day, for number 4? O'Day.
I had finished all your homework.
I had finished. Are you going to use your or mine? O'Day. I had finished all your homework or all my homework. What will be the sentence? You're using I.
My homework.
Okay, very good. I had finished all my homework. Okay. Grace, for number 5, will you please make a sentence? Grace? Send an email. Hello, Grace. Are you there, Grace? Okay, let's call on Haruka. Will you please do this?
I hadn't sent an email.
Okay, I hadn't sent an email. And for number 6, O'Day. Grace is not here. Make a phone call. Did you make a phone call, or it's up to you? What will be your sentence?
I hadn't made a phone call.
I hadn't. What will be your verb? What is the past participle of make, O'Day? What is the verb 3 of make? It is
made,
made. Okay, very good. I hadn't made a phone call. Okay. Write this in a piece of paper, your answers, and then, okay, you have to send it to our line group, okay? And we have here the second activity. Complete the text with the past perfect form of the verbs in brackets. Will you please read the text first, Haruka, before we answer? The text, read all the text. Yesterday.
Yesterday afternoon, Australian police chased two joyriders in a stolen car for 600 kilometers. Earlier in the day, the joyriders, a
Still.
car in
Okay.
Adelaide,
Adelaide.
and then
Blank.
stopped for petrol at
Verula.
Verula, but they not pay for the petrol, and the owner of the petrol station called the police. The police chased the stolen car, but it was too fast for them.
Okay, thank you.
They eventually
No, Haruka, only the first slide. Okay, thank you. So joyriders are the criminals who steal the cars. Okay, these are the joyriders are the criminals who stole or steal the cars. Okay, this one, the first blank. Okay, our verb is steal. So remember, you are going to answer the past perfect here according to your verb in the bracket. Okay, so let's have this one. Earlier in the day, the joyriders blank steal is the verb. O'Day, what is your answer? Remember, you are going to answer with the past perfect tense. What is the past participle of steal, O'Day?
stolen,
Stolen. Okay, very good. So what is your answer here? What is the past perfect tense you're going to use? O'Day.
has stolen,
Come again.
has
Had,
stolen,
has, had, or have?
Had.
Had, of course, because we are talking about the past perfect tense. Okay, very good, O'Day. Had stolen. Okay, and blank, Grace. Hello, Grace, are you there? Grace. By cow. Okay, so yes, by cow. You're there already. And will you please answer this one? Did you hear my explanation about the past perfect tense by cow?
yes.
Okay, very good. Will you please answer this one? And blank, then blank. Stop is our verb. So what are you going to answer for the past perfect tense? And blank.
Had, then stop.
And blank, what will be your answer here?
Had,
Had. Okay, very good, by cow. Then
stop.
what is the past participle of stop? Or the verb 3?
Stop it.
Okay, it's not stopped, okay? Stopped. You are going to emphasize letter T because it sounds T, stopped. Okay, and the spelling is, by cow, will you please spell it? S-T-O-P.
S-T-O-P-P-E-D.
Okay, very good. You are correct. Stopped. Okay, do not say stop it. It's wrong. In English, it's stopped. Okay, you have to emphasize letter T because it is pronounced as stop. Okay, but they blank. Okay, Haruka, this is for you. Not pay for. That is our verb phrase or phrasal verb. But they
hadn't paid for the petrol.
okay, very good, Haruka. But they hadn't, okay, paid for because we have here not. So if there is not, it is negative. You are going to use it hadn't, use hadn't. And the past participle of pay, of course, is paid. P-A-I-D. Okay, very good. The patrol and the owner of the patrol station called the police. The police chased the stolen car, but it was too fast for them. Okay, let's have this one. Will you please read? Grace, are you there? Grace. Okay, Grace is not.
Yes.
Okay, Grace. Will you please read the text first? Read the text before we answer. They
eventually caught up with it 3 hours later. The joyriders blanked. Well, earlier the police blanked that they couldn't keep up with stolen cars, so they blanked all petrol stations in that area to close.
Okay, thank you. So we have here the verbs are run out of. Okay, this is the phrasal verb here. Here is realize, and the third one is order. Okay, they eventually caught up with it 3 hours later. The joyriders blank. Okay, O'Day, what is the answer? Run out of.
The joyrider had run out of.
Okay, what is the spelling of run? O'Day, it's the same? Or are you going to
U-N.
change this? The same.
Same.
Okay, yes, of course, it's the same. So, had run out of. Okay, very good, O'Day. Earlier, the police blank. Okay, let's go to Baikau. Hello, Baikau. Okay, will you please answer this one? Earlier, the police realized is our verb.
Had realized.
Okay, very good. Had realized. Okay, I heard that sounds T. Realized. Had realized. Don't say realized, okay? It's wrong. It should be realized. Had realized that they couldn't keep up with stolen car. So they blank. Grace. Hello, Grace. What is the answer for the last blank? Grace.
So they had ordered.
Okay, very good. Had ordered. Okay, don't say ordered. It's wrong. It should be ordered. Okay, all patrol stations in the area to close. Okay, so that they can get the joy riders. They are the bad people. Okay, so I hope you understand our lesson, but we still have time. Okay, you are 4. So let's have this. Will you please make a sentence using the past perfect tense in positive sentence? In positive sentence, we have the positive sentence, the negative sentence, and of course the question sentence or sentences or interrogative sentences. Okay, so Baikau, you can choose if you want positive or negative using hadn't. And if it's a question, of course, you will ask a question using past perfect tense. Haruka? Okay. I'll show you our example, okay, so that you can think of a sentence. Okay. Let's have this one. Okay. Right. Okay. You can think of a sentence. Students, why cannot? Okay, just have this one. You can think of a sentence. Haruka, Uday, Bekau, and Grace. My PowerPoint didn't want to change. Okay. Bekau, sorry, Haruka. Can you make a sentence?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I had baked a cake before she went in.
Come again. I had
Baked a cake before
Okay.
she went in.
Okay, very good. I had baked a cake before she went in. Okay, very good. How about you, Grace? Grace?
I hadn't used any perfume before.
Come again. I hadn't?
I hadn't used any perfume before.
Okay, okay. That's correct. And how about you, O'Day? O'Day? Can you make a sentence using the past perfect tense?
I hadn't seen the cat.
I hadn't seen the cat. Okay. So how about you, Grace? Sorry, Baikal.
Had you ever been to Australia?
Had you ever been to Australia? Okay, that's a question. Okay. So Haruka, okay, we still have time. Can you make a sentence using negative sentence? Negative. So you have to make a past perfect tense with hadn't.
My mom hadn't bought a book for me.
Okay, my mom hadn't. What is your past participle? What is the past participle of buy?
Bought?
Bought. Okay, I had my mom hadn't bought. Is that your sentence, Haruka?
My mom hadn't bought a book for me.
Okay, my mother hadn't bought a book for me. Okay, so you're only 4, but we had. Okay, we had your lesson done. Okay, and you are all correct with your sentences. So thank you very much to the 4 of you, Oday, Haruka, Baikau, and Grace. So I want to say thank you very much and see you again next week. Okay, bye-bye. Bye.